Video games. They have been around since the early 70s and have been entrenched in our society ever since. My personal experience with video games include LEGO Star Wars, Wii Sports, and Tetris, all of which make me happy just by thinking of them. Outside of my personal life, video games help many people with therapy to help overcome mental and physical ailments like ADD, PTSD, and autism. In fact, those 3 games I mentioned are used for therapy today. Video games can do good for the world. However, video games aren't all good. In fact, out of the 211 million American gamers, 6 to 12% of them are addicted to their games. That's more than 12,660,000 people, all struggling with their own mind, struggling to get through each day. There are substance addictions like drugs and alcohol and tobacco, and some other harmful substances. There are also mental addictions like watching videos or gambling or playing video games. Addiction isn't always the same. There are all sorts of addictions, yet gambling addiction is quite comparable to video game addiction, in that the symptoms manifest similarly. The victims suffer greatly from stress, from preoccupation, from depression, from isolation, from torture. How would you feel if a loved one, your mom, dad, sibling, boyfriend, girlfriend, wasn't able to control themselves in any given moment? Video games can control anyone if they're not careful. Luckily, no one has to be controlled by their addiction. There is hope for any who are addicted. There are ways to overcome this hurtful condition. Yet preventative action is needed. Video games can do all sorts of good things in today's society, but the good stops when you play too much. Make sure that when you play video games, you're being careful and play them in moderation.